Welcome back to Idealist. Today we have the top 10 new car trends that frankly just need to die. From steering yokes to monthly subscriptions, and touchscreen everything to piano black trim. Here are the features that nobody really asked for, that automakers just keep on giving to us anyway. Let's go. You guys, I parked this beast next to a Lambo and someone asked, which one's faster? And I said, mine. This is a 700 horsepower GTR, Bayside Blue, full bolt-ons, carbon, everything. And the best part? Well, you can win it. All you gotta do is go to winthisIdealcar.com, buy some ideal gear or grab digital entries, and you're in the running for not only this car, but $10,000 cash. Do it now before the Lambo driver asks for a rematch. Click the link in the pinned first comment down below and get entered for a limited time. What's wrong with the steering wheel? Sure, some really early cars used levers or tillers that left a lot to be desired. But after the steering wheel became a standard in the 1920s, nobody and their mom has complained. Tesla's in particular is just so bad, their regular steering wheels are sold out from people changing them over to regular round ones in cars like the Model X and Model S. See, yokes work for things like airplanes and F1 cars because they only have to turn a maximum of less than 180 degrees. That being said though, according to our friend Jason over at Engineering Explained, Lexus's is reportedly pretty good, but still not as good as just a good old-fashioned circle for you to work with. The yoke is about as practical as a clutch pedal made out of cheese. So, automakers of the world, I'm begging you, just stop. Subscriptions, which we'd love if you're new here to subscribe to Ideal, but we'd hate it for you to subscribe for an $18 a month subscription to heated seats that are already installed in your car. Or how about a heated steering wheel that costs you $10 a month? Of course, BMW didn't respond to questions about that subscription. Ford, BMW, Volvo, Porsche, Mercedes, Lexus, Cadillac, Tesla, and even Toyota have all started rolling out pay-to-play subscription models. Mercedes EQ cars even have hidden performance behind a paywall. If you don't pay up, your car's acceleration is about a second slower than it's actually capable of right out of the box. No one wants this. No one asked for this, and truth be told, this type of system needs to just be stopped. Like, right now. I mean, just go ask Electronic Arts how the pay-to-play idea has worked out for them. Yeah, exactly. Big, ugly sensors. Look, I love modern driving aids as much as the next guy. Adaptive cruise, lane assist, and collision braking have all proven themselves lifesavers around the globe. And don't get me wrong, we here at Ideal are always function over form. I mean, just look at Trav. Are you kidding me? When you're spending tens of thousands of dollars or more on a new car, is it too much to ask that the look isn't obscured with huge, ugly, tacked-on sensors? Take a look at these from Audi, Ferrari, Mercedes, and even BMW. Huh, those grills are horrible. The point is, there must be an elegant way to incorporate the tech we all want and love. I mean, it's been done before in other cars. Put the sensor inside the headlight or behind emblems or something. Just don't keep doing what you're doing. Why is it that almost every new car maker makes an ungodly amount of noise for something as simple as opening a door?
Shut the f*** up.
Why can't we just have something more like this? Listen, I totally understand that chimes and bongs can be really useful to remind drivers of things they should probably pay attention to, like checking the back seat if your kids are still there. But why can't I park for a second to check my mailbox? Maybe things have just gotten out of hand. And don't even get me started on the Toyota fans that gave the driver a backup beeper. Okay, let's be real. Backup cameras, they're awesome. Even if people do sometimes rely on them just a little too much. But the reality is, most of them have a resolution worse than my old flip phone. And most of them not only look terrible, but they don't have a way to self-clean or better yet, hide themselves away so they don't need to be cleaned in the first place. There's just no excuse for the fact that the backup camera on a Bugatti Chiron is worse than the one you get on a base F-150. I mean, why is the rear view camera on the Ideal Mobile Command Center, which is a brand new Bronco Raptor, worse than the one on a Jeep from the same year? Must be a Jeep thing. I just don't understand. All right, the lowest hanging fruit of the whole bunch, and I completely understand the advantages from a cost perspective of just making everything controllable from a touchscreen. But there are a couple of big problems. For one, no one asked for this. Having to navigate your way through a touchscreen to change climate control settings or even turn on and off the wipers is more distracting than anything, and let alone frustrating. We like simple buttons for basic functions we use all the time. And don't even get me started on the constant struggle to keep display smudges free. So I'm just sitting there in my Bronco eating a bag of chips, and all I want to do is touch the screen to change this annoying song. But the horror. Salty. It's a design that's worse to use and starts looking awful the first time you need to turn on your heated seats. Oh, an honorable mention for gesture and voice controls. Cool in theory, but in practice, yeah, not great. Speaking of things that seem like a cool idea on the showroom floor, but then in practice are a total letdown, we can't not mention the piano black trim car makers are obsessed with these days. And I agree that when it's brand new and all shiny, it looks fantastic. The problem is, it just doesn't stay looking that way for very long. Most of the cars that we've dealt with that have trim like that get scratched very easily, and all of them smudge and start looking dirty within just a couple of days. I mean, guys, you know how hard it is to keep a black car clean? Well, you're gonna be doing double duty. It looks great new, but starts looking dated pretty quickly. Sort of like Alcantara on steering wheels and gear knobs. And speaking of knobs, can someone help me understand this? Or this? Or this? From Dodge's dodgy rotary dial to the bizarre appendage in cars like the Prius and the Leaf, to Acura and Audi constantly trying to reinvent exciting new ways to put your car in park. It's all just gotten a little out of hand. I will say that the sort of joystick you get in a BMW is good, and it's awesome that the design in the F-150 folds out of the way to make room for activities. But overall, there is just nothing wrong with the simple Prindle design we've had for years. And I don't think anyone would complain if car makers brought it back. The world, well, it's round, and America is obsessed with crossovers. And on the surface, CUVs sort of make sense. People like cars that handle, well, like cars, but give you the more upright sort of commanding seating position you get in a full-size SUV or pickup truck. Truth is though, most crossovers just sort of miss the mark. Sure, they ride higher, which just gives you a false sense of security, but that added ground clearance and rugged off-road styling is really just that, styling. Almost all crossovers are no more capable or rugged than the small economy cars that they're based on. Remember the Eclipse from Fast and Furious? Yeah, this Eclipse now probably does worst off-road. And even some of them have less room than their sedan counterparts. The crossover has single-handedly killed the wagon, and that's a shame. It's a shame because I think a few of you would be looking very forward to the new RS4 Avant in the US. Am I right? Technically, a continuously variable transmission, or CVT, is the most efficient design. It allows the engine to operate in its most efficient range basically all of the time, which increases mileage and output. Meaning you can use a smaller, less powerful engine and still get reasonable performance out of it. But they're heavy, loud, don't hold up very well, and result in a sort of lackluster, buzzy driving experience. It's not uncommon for a CVT to fail at around 100,000 miles, or sometimes even less. And they're not cheap to replace either. As more and more cars adopt hybrid drivetrains, CVTs have gotten a bit better to live with, but man, just give us back our old gears. So there we have it, folks. 10 new car trends that just need to die like yesterday. Please like and consider subscribing if you're new here to Ideal. And if you like this vid, go check out this Idealist video up here, or whatever YouTube recommends you watch down here. I'm Brad, this is Ideal, and promise me one thing, keep living the ideal lifestyle.